plugged in the other crocket. I still have yet to see a single bird. Kind of losing faith in this spot, if I'm being honest. These rock ptarmigan are just so sparsely spread out. It's wild. I'm looking at the mountain that I found multiple coveys of birds on directly the other direction. I mean, it's like right here. You would think that same environment, same terrain, same everything, they'd be here. But they're just not. They're just not. The one thing though, there's not as much blocky boulder up in this little drainage. That's like the one thing I've noticed. And I wonder if they're really keyed into being in that big blocky rock. I think once I eat here, I'm gonna hoof it up the side of this little waterfall and go up above in the bowl above and see if maybe this is just too low. Maybe they're up high. That's the thing though with rock ptarmigan hunting. Here today, gone tomorrow. Always there when you don't have a gun. Always gone when you do. Tricky little suckers. I'll tell you. I ate a lot of Backpackers Pantry freeze-dried meals, and I got way too used to them. And now I'm eating the actual Mountain House brand ones just because it was what was in the house. And they're so bad. They are terrible. They are not good. They're just so bland. This is what I imagine old folks home food tastes like, or prison food. I mean, it's just nothing. They're there's nothing, no love put into it. They just put dehydrated rice and chicken and black beans in a bag and put salt and pepper in it. And they're like, that's good enough. Because it is just so bland. They should have thrown some chili powder, some cumin in here, or something. I should figure out how to make my own freeze-dried stuff. I should figure out what that process is. Because I could make some, I mean, I don't want to gas myself up too much, but I'm a pretty good cook. I know if I made a fajita bowl in a bag and freeze-dried it, it would taste better than this by a country mile. coming back down, I literally just walked onto an entire covey of birds. Like, I mean, like walked on them basically. I like looked down and I saw like 3 or 4 feathers and I was like, oh sweet, we're getting close. And I literally looked up and there's just a covey of like 10 birds in like, I mean 50 feet in front of me. I'm like, oh, I'm watching them run up right now. So we're gonna, I think we're probably gonna we'll try and take 2 birds out. I don't want to take too many. This is a different area from where I shot the other birds, but I don't want to get I don't want to get too, you know, I don't want to get too crazy. I don't want to wipe out the entire covey of birds. So we found them though. I'm stoked. I think I'm gonna try and switch the camera onto the pole back here. Shots, 3 birds. Ended up fly swatting them, but there's one. These are some pretty decent sized adults actually. He's nice and dead, buddy. He's nice and dead. We got another guy over here. Oh yeah, that's a very healthy sized rock. Yeah, these are all really good sized rocks. Holy cow. We got one more up here. All right, there we go. Ended up taking 3 instead of 2 birds. That's all right though. Seems like the population in this area is pretty healthy, so I don't really feel too torn up about it. One really good sized one. The other ones look like they were probably this year's brood, but love it. Wish I could have flushed them out and spooked them, but I think they had already seen me and they were already kind of like, what's he doing? And so they're kind of just walking around, so I just fly swatted them on the ground. Not quite as much sport in that, but at the same time, I'm not really doing this for sport, you know. I eat these birds, so it's for food for me. Literally couldn't choose a better place to take some birds. It's just gorgeous. First for me taking birds directly next to a waterfall, so that was kind of cool. I don't know, a little different. But yeah, I think we're gonna grab these birds up and head out of here and go field dress them on the way out, and yeah, let's get going. Adios, other birds. All right, let's get back to the car. Well, we're gonna get over to a nicer creek where I can field dress these birds, bag them. Field dress them and bag them. Gonna try and boogie pretty quick though, I don't want the meat to spoil. It's not very warm outside, but you know, body temperature and stuff. Yeah, look at this valley. I knew this drainage looked too good to not have birds. I doubted it for a minute though. I was getting concerned I wasn't gonna find anything. I probably should find somewhere to field dress these birds soon. I'm gonna need to do that here like ASAP. So yeah, I'm gonna stop yakking on the camera and get down to the creek I want to do it at. That beautiful breast meat. Whew. Absolutely beautiful birds. I mean, the plumage and the feather on these guys is so pretty. They turn all white in the winter. Just great looking birds. Beautiful breast meat. Okay, that is gonna wrap it up for this one. I'm gonna jump back to the car, and I forgot to grab my cooler and forgot to grab ice. So I'm going to stop at the nearest gas station once I get down off the mountain and find some ice, so I can get these guys home, pop them in the fridge, vacuum seal them, all that good stuff. All right. Peace.